Hey YouTube, got a deck profile for a little fun deck I'm planning on building in the future. Well, it's kind of built now. Only reason it's not complete is because it's two cards that's not out yet. It's the next one should be released in the next set. I can't think of the name of what it is, and hopefully the last one, as far as I know, is the last one, is going to be released in the set after that, or hopefully in the next set. But it's Deskbots. You probably don't know what they do because you probably see them in the pool and realize, oh, there's Deskbot 1, Deskbot 2. But they started making more like a pendulum. So one day I was facing a guy on DevPro and I was like, you know what, I want to build it. Threw it together, played it without even researching it, and it just became really fun. So I actually focused on it. This here is a prototype only because not all the cards are out, and what's out, it's good enough to build a deck, but I haven't put too much time in it. I just built a hodgepodge to test out at our locals, and I only lost one match, which against Gimmick Puppets, and that was only because I didn't know about the string counters, and he destroyed all my cards and attacked me and did all that. I was like, okay, I lost. But anyway, this is pretty good. It can OTK really good. FTK if you got the right hand. And it's all power beaters. So, started off one Deskbots 1, and that's not a joke. It was mainly because I ordered some online, and I found one. I ordered them online, found them when I was dumpster diving, so I put the one in here. And I said I would put the other ones in, but they didn't come in time. But one is fine because I can search them. But what he does is he gains 500 for every machine monster on board. So he gets really big if he gets a plus 25 boost full field, but all else, he's really good. He's a tuner, and if I somehow special summon two Deskbots at the same time, I can special summon him from grave. So, just one him. 3 twos. Reason is 3 twos because he is the Stratos of the deck. If he's special summoned to the field, I can search out a Deskbot, even himself. So he's really good. Plus, he also powers up all other Deskbot monsters on board, or is it all other machine? Yeah, all other machine types gain 500. So he doesn't boost himself, but he boosts everybody else. But if I get all 3 on board, all 3 of them be up at 15. So 3 threes. No pun there. He is practically the engine of the deck. Like, the standard combo I do with this, when he's normal summon, I can special summon any Deskbot from deck. So he's practically guaranteed at 3. And what it is you summon him, you special summon 2s, 2s get special summon, you search out something else. So summoning him, you're plussing at least 2 to 3 cards. But he's always like, if I go turn 1, go for him, go for Deskbot 2. If it's late in game, I either go for 4 or 5, or 1 if I have a full board. Also, his effect is he's practically honest on board. What he does is during damage calc, or anytime during either player's turn, I can boost any Deskbot, including himself, on board by 500 times the number of face-up Deskbot cards active. Which means if I have the pendulums active, the counts those as well. So summon him, my standard combo, summon him, special summon him, search out 5, which is a pendulum, activate pendulum, set whatever back row if there's any, in turn. Your opponent is going to be overjealous, going to attack into one of these. Now he's already got a 500 boost because of his effect, but so once I explain his effect, they want to get him off board as fast as I can. So let them attack, called damage step, damage calc or whatever. Boost him, he goes 5, 10, 15. He gets an extra 15. So he'll be at what, 25, 2,000, whatever. So yeah, he's already got a boost. So it's really great. And with him plus 1 on board, I instantly kill anything on board. And if I'm hitting, I attack directly, call damage calc. Most people don't have anything that can activate in damage calc or damage step unless it changes, like Lance or Chalice or whatever. Boost whatever I'm attacking. That gives me game. 2 4s. And the build I have on DevPro, I'm only running him at 1. 2, I'm running him at 2 now. I may cut him to put the other 1 in here. But he's good, but it's also a disappointment because what he does is, with him alone, I can set up my field again, but he does no damage. When he's in battle, during the damage step, I can send a Deskbot monster from deck to grave and boost his attack by 500 times the star level of the monster I sent. By doing that, my opponent takes no further damage, including that one. But once he kills the monster by activating this effect, I can special summon 2 Deskbots from hand or grave to the field as long as they're different star level and defense mode, and it doesn't negate their effects. So if I just summon him, if he's the only one on board, attack, send 5, or when it comes out, send Deskbot 6, then special summon 2, he goes up by 3,000, so he'll be a 35. I can practically kill anything on board. Kill the monster, special summon 2 monsters. Most likely one of them is going to be Deskbot 2, because when it'll be most likely Deskbot 2, and depending on situation, it'll either be the 6 or the 5. I'll explain what the 5 do later, but it'll always be a 2 if it's available. If not, I'll go 3. Then prepare for next turn to boost. But yeah, he's kind of good. I put him. He's at 1 because I can search him out with 2 when I need him. But I try not to open him game 1 because I don't need him at the time. Finally, 3 Deskbot 5s. He's a scale 10 pendulum. The 6 is a scale 1. I can only pendulum summon Deskbot cards. In the pendulum zone, they're just there to help boost with 3. But when he's destroyed from pendulum field, I can special summon the Deskbot from grave. Also, when he's summoned any way, shape, or form to the field, he's an MST, so I can destroy any back row. So when if I special summon him with 4, I could just easily just pop something in back row and just get rid of him. So it's really fun when they attack into this on their turn. So that way, they attack, uses effect, send. I'm plussing 2 monsters, 3 if he's in grave, and just pop the card, search, and do whatever. And it seems like it's my turn. Like, are you done? Like, no, it was your turn. You attacked me. So now I just set up my field on your turn, and then I can do way more on my turn. One frontline observer. He initially was not in the deck that I had built on DevPro. I came across him dumpster diving to build this deck. He's not terrible. It's too much for it to use all of his abilities. When he's normal summon at the end phase, I can search out an Earth Pendulum. But if he survives an entire turn, on my next turn at the end phase, I can tribute him to search out any Earth monsters. Most likely I'm not going to get that second effect, but the first effect helps me get out this. So I'm not really that disappointed to have him die, but as long as I get the plus off him, it's okay. One Debris Dragon. At this point, I wish he was at 3 because he can target any monster in here. I can search out the 2, 3, 4, or 5, or 1 for that matter, and either overlay for the 4 or synchro with the rest. It's actually kind of hard to synchro because it'll be a 9-star, most 9-stars, so you need multiple non-tuners. But for the fact of the matter is, I can search out anything in here. So usually I go for Black Rose, bomb the field, Deskbot 5, trigger, special summon, and do whatever. And finally, for the monsters, 2 giant rats. You can special summon any of the Deskbots in here, or the machine, but I'd rather normal summon them. I've been tossing them up. Like, I've had a spot for 3 monsters or 4 monsters lately, and I like him, but he's kind of slow. The fact that I gotta let my opponent kill him kind of takes a toll because, you know, I set him turn 1, they attack into it, great. But not a lot of people attack a giant rat unless they know they have a comeback for the next monster. I was testing out TG Striker and TG Werewolf for the synchro part, but it was like I was drawing them more than I was drawing the Deskbots. So, but if you have any suggestions of what I could replace this with for a Earth Machine 500 attack monster, knock yourself out. I don't want to put Machinas in here or Cyber Dragon because I feel going machines, you naturally go to those. But I kind of don't. I want to stick away from that or the Gears and stuff like that. I was thinking Karakiris because they are Earth Machine monsters. But Karakiris usually work for Karakiris. They're not generic for other machines. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. For the spells, 2 MSTs. I feel 2 MSTs is less cloggy with 3. Sure, you need the MST, but I'd rather draw into something else. But if I have to, outside in the third one, if I face something with a lot of back row hate. 2 Transmodifies can target anything. Go from 1, go to 2, go to 3, go to 4, go to 5, go to 6. So that's usually how it is. Machine dupes, again, all the Deskbots are targets. I usually target 2 because that way, you know, special summon 1, search, machine dupe, gets 2 out, get 2 searches. So that's usually what I do. If I had to, I would go 5, target 5, special summon 2, 5. You just cleared out 3 cards in their back row. Pot, even though I do special a lot, it's great open this turn 1 if I don't have any monsters. I feel even if your deck is do special summon a lot, like I have this in my Star Stairs and I special summon. You open it at turn 1. You can special summon, but you're not going to do a lot of special summoning. So just have it, and then at some point you're going to have the field you want, and you draw a pot, and so now you're free to do the pot, to do whatever. 2 Iron Calls. I hardly use them. I kind of want to take them out because it negates the effect of the monster I'm special summoning. It's great if I want to overlay or something or synchro, but all else, it's just to get another monster on board. Triple upstarts. This deck does a lot of battle damage, so I'm not concerned with whether or not you gain 1,000 life points or not, because as long as I'm getting that plus card. This plus pot is, I'm starting to utilize these in a lot of my decks, even though, there you go. This I feel is, for me, is a personal staple, because unless the deck pluses a lot or searches, if it doesn't do that, I feel having these will make it that much faster, because I can either grab the monster itself or grab what I need, or hopefully draw what I want. So I like Upstart. Like I said, I don't care if you gain 1,000. By the end of the day, that 1,000 won't make a difference for as much damage I'm finna do for you. After that, 1 limit removal. I honestly forgot about this card. It's not in my Death Row deck, but it's really good because it helps me with the OTK. If I somehow, when I do, after the boost and whatever, Despot 1 along with, Despot alone with 3 and a full-fledged field can get up to 75 at most. So hit that mid-game or early game, double 75, and that's just instant OTK. After that, it's just staples. Book of Moon's been jumping in and out of decks lately, especially with Perditions are out. I kind of don't want to put your monsters face down because it seems like they get their effects. So I might replace it with a Chalice or a Lance. I might do Chalice. For traps, 2 security orbs. In fun decks, this is by far the amazing card in the world because if it's face down and it gets destroyed, I can destroy one card on the field. It sucks when they open up MST and target, so now I have to destroy my monster. But all else, if face down, they target it. If they have cards on the field, they destroy it, kill their card. Aside of that, when your opponent declares an attack, I can activate and switch their battle positions. In fact, I faced a super heavy deck and turned their Ben K. Well, he wasn't falling for it, but turned their Ben K into attack mode, and now he's practically useless. After that is practically, well, got your staple traps. I didn't put no much thought into it. I just grabbed the first trap that I saw. This actually is kind of going to stay in here. It's definitely if I get more powerful rebirth. Pinpoint guard, I use it in my Star Seraphs, and I guess it's iffy. It's your opponent declares an attack, you special summon it, it can die by battle. That's great, but actually that's actually great. I don't see any downfall from this. I don't know why people are not playing this. I feel this would be a great card. If you play decks that you need to special summon a monster from grave and you want to use Call on the Haunted or Powerful Rebirth, I'd rather use this because now you special summon your monster. You can choose either attack or defense. It can't die by battle or it affects that turn. So now you actually get to keep your monsters to where Rebirth, sure, your monster get an extra 100 boosts, which not a lot of people remember, and your monster go up a star level. Going up a star level may hurt the deck because now if you're playing a steady rank 4, level 4 monster deck, you stuck with a level 5 that you can't get rid of. Unless you're Constellars and you just change the level. But this, and it's sure you're not tied to it as to Call of Haunted was, but your monster can still die. You won't have any monsters in your grave that can handle a Blue Eyes attack, whatever. So now you're stuck with a Powerful Rebirth, and you're like, I have no monster that can do anything, so playing this would be virtually pointless in monster dirt. Sure, I take no damage, but I don't get to keep monsters. This one, you know, you bring your monster back, and they can, sure, tag it. It doesn't die. Now you get to keep your monster for the next turn and probably set up whatever play you may have. Extra deck. Extra deck in no particular order. Even though I do have a tuner, I hardly use it. I hardly synchro with it. The levels are all over the place. I practically don't exceed. So practically this extra deck is like a just in case matter if I need to go into it. Because all else, there's not a monster on board that will be higher than 75 that I can't get over. But Goyo Guardian, these are just stuff that I can go into. Goyo Guardian, Black Rose is almost a guarantee. It's just I can't go into it. Clear Wing, they're just because of the debris in here. So all else, Fortune Tune, Alucard, Zen Mains, Downer Magician, Alucard, Maestro, 101, Abyss, and the Black Ship. I can't go into them. I never do it. In fact, I will probably never have an extra deck if I could. But when Deskbots Jet comes out, that will be the only card in there because he is practically great in this deck because I can just destroy a Deskbot, special summon a Deskbot, destroy his Deskbot, destroy a card on board. And then with 6, I'll be pension summoning a lot, so guarantee those 3 would definitely stay in there. Everything else, I may keep one Alucard in there for back row, Fortune Tune for defense. This, just in case their monster won't stay off the field, just kill it. I'll take it and I'll just hold on to it. That's Deskbots. It's a prototype. Let me know what you think. What I should add, what I should change. Any suggestions, I really don't care, but I will consider it and try them out. Thank you. Subscribe.